Now, as regards my father, I don't know anything about him. I know there was a family, and a lot of us never met.
Yes, that's fine.
I think my father was a gardener, and he died.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, in them days, there was no social security, there was nothing.
Mm.
And of course, my mother had to get a job, and every one of us was sent out.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them were ready for work.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I know, there was two sisters. One sister died at 21.
Mm-hmm.
And there was 4 brothers. And I've only met one brother.
Goodness me, so were you one of the younger ones?
I was the youngest.
You were the youngest, were you?
I was the youngest.
So, did you stay with your mother then?
No, she had to go to work, so I was fostered out to Kirkstanton, of all places, near Millennium.
Oh, goodness.
Mm.
Yes.
I don't know whether my mother was friendly with this person or what, but I don't know how long I was there either. I haven't a clue.
No.
But I can remember going to school in Millennium.
Mm-hmm.
I can remember having mustard sandwiches and all for my dinner.
No meat.
No, it can't have been. I also remember having typhoid there.
You had typhoid?
We had typhoid, and I think I was about 9 or 10. I couldn't be sure. And of course, in them days, parents had to pay bills. And they always said I got it through that horse trough in Beesbanks.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was an epidemic.
Yes, that's right.
It was 1915, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere about 1915. And they always reckoned that it was the first boatload of soldiers coming over on leave that had brought it from there. But whether it was true now, I wouldn't like to say. Anyway, I was in sanatorium, which was, Parkside Road.
No,
where prefabs are now.
Yes.
Well, there's a house at the back of it.
Yes, that's right upon it.
That's right.
Yes.
Well, that was what they called fever ward in them days.
Oh, yes.
And they used to take scarlet fever, diphtheria, and typhoid. Well, that year, I don't know where scarlet fever, there was an epidemic of scarlet fever as well. I don't know where they went, but it was all full of typhoids. And there was one girl in, she died. There was 3 of us that was on danger list. I was one of them. And the first time I saw him thrash anybody was this young lad. He'd done something, and he just put him over the desk, down with his pants, and he had a little ash stick. Did he labour him? And I went home and said, I'm not going to that school anymore, Mum. I said, it takes your knickers down. And he never did it with the girls, just the boys. Mind, he was a real taskmaster, but he was a good chap in the bottom, really. But my mother said, well, you'll have to go. Anyway, my stepfather got... You see, they would have wanted birth certificates and such like.
Yeah.
And of course, my first job was pawn shop.
Where was that at then?
That was the bottom of Colin Croft.
Oh, yes.
And I won't say I hated it, but I didn't like it. I thought it was a come down. And when I think back, I can still see these women coming in every Monday morning with their husband's suits. And used to put them in, happen to get about 5 shillings for them. You had a ticket to mark out, and I had to go and pack them upstairs. They got a good press in, there was no doubt about it.
They were nice to come out next weekend.
Then they had to come out at Friday night, and they either had penny or tuppence to pay on them to take them out. But regular as clockwork, they came back on a Monday morning. And there was one old lady used to come. Oh, she used to bring some marvellous stuff. Silver. It was nothing for a man to come in and pop his watch. Well, they called it pop shop. And if it stopped over 12 months and a day, it was put into the shop. That was how, there was such a lot of second-hand stuff. Yeah. But this old lady used to come. Oh, and she was a lovely old lady. And she used to bring cushion covers. She used to bring anything and everything. And we couldn't understand it. But in later years, I found out she was an alcoholic.